困着后，打电话去站啦，讲迄遐个水吼无啥够啦，就看卖好无？
好，我来看卖啊，好啦，
好啦，好啦，
好啦。
Ling Quinde and Guo Chang'an, who are both Jiayi Xingang farmers, are already 70 years old. They have known each other since childhood and have been farming ever since they were teenagers.
即马少吼，你淹拢淹袂透啦，啊，若会当时开较大点啊，安尼啦，吼。
好啦，好啦，好啦。
少少啦。
我来遐甲开2年啊，落就太大啊。
其实安尼啦，其拢淹风头啊，尾楼拢淹袂到，淹较大来的。
我来甲开一个好啦。
大家公鸡淹啦。
好啦。
Guo has another job. He is an irrigation worker for the Jianan Irrigation System. And he is responsible for delivering water.
The water comes from over there and is divided into 4 waterways. It's okay that everyone consumes water, and sometimes, when there's not enough water, we allocate it like this with only 2 channels. And if there still isn't any water, we just use 1 channel. We have to observe this. That is our job.
The Jianan Irrigation System promises to provide water every day, but farmers there are still very much afraid of no water.
People can't live without water, and the rice crops won't grow either. If there's not enough water, we'll alert the station master. Early on, we lacked water, and it messed with the motors we used to spray water.
Ling Quinde's farm is at the end of the irrigation system, and he is frequently the one who lacks water, as his farm is known as the tail of the waterway. In order to solve this lack of water, he has to pump underground water to make up for this deficiency.
If there is water from the irrigation channel, I'm going to use it just like others, but I won't compete for the water or argue with them. I'll just use water from the well.
The Jianan Plain was the largest rice-producing area in Taiwan, with 74,000 hectares of irrigated land. But it is also the most water-scarce agricultural area, with farmers having few options before the Zhengwen Reservoir and the Wusantou Reservoir were built.
The Zhengwen Reservoir released water through a section of the river about 5 kilometers before in this eastern area. We made a tunnel into the Zhengwen River, and it entered the Wusantou Reservoir. And then what was very important is the complete water network to have a dense water distribution system throughout the Jianan Plain.
From the Wusantou Reservoir flowing out through the Jianan Irrigation System and then dividing into the north and south branches, it was able to irrigate the whole Jianan area.
Xingang is the last stop. The water is most scarce here as it comes from the northern branch and goes to the Xingang line all the way to Hozhuang, where there is an irrigation gate, as this area is the end of the irrigation system.
The Jianan Plains relies on the Jianan Irrigation System to deliver water resources, with 56 irrigation stations, 667 water teams, each attending some 1,902 classes, with more than 1,000 irrigation workers controlling 7,000 water gates. Irrigation workers have to patrol the fields 3 times a day. Not only must they pay attention to whether anyone's stealing water, but then most importantly, relying upon their experience to evenly distribute the water.
Normally, we will all divide the water resources using each channel at a time and then cutting it off. If a farmer says that his field is not yet flooded, we may wait another 2 days and wait for this one to finish the water and then change it to this one in different batches.
The result of relying on these irrigation workers to distribute water means that the first rice cultivation in Jiayi and Tainan area, a 28% reduction in water use, achieved a historical record. This indicates the system is quite efficient for this area.
The current irrigation mode is extensive and is not a sophisticated monitoring system. It is simply directly sent to the farmland. In fact, they do not know whether the amount of water irrigated is very efficient. If we can overcome those problems, we can probably achieve another 10% in water savings.
Cherishing every drop of water is a concept the academic community and the Water Resources Agency are working hard to promote. For example, this paddy of the Wusantou Reservoir has been a test area in recent years to conduct water-saving experiments involving local farmers association.
Pulling out this plug, the water automatically goes into the field.
This is the traditional way of controlling water resources, but many are looking for new practices.
Traditionally, irrigation water must rely on irrigation workers to manually control water levels, but now this can be done remotely through the cloud by this cell phone app.
It's convenient to use a mobile phone, and you don't have to patrol the field. You can control the water with your mobile phone.
田间当然有它的设备，包括有
Of course, there are equipment in the field, including water flow meters and water level gauges to observe the water level in the field.
In addition, water levels can be accurately observed through ultrasonic waves, and the signal can be transmitted to the cloud via a solar power system, so that the water discharge in the channel can be controlled remotely.
它的末端这边装一个验板，就可以去观测说，比如说
It can be observed by installing a simple seesaw at the end. For example, if you run out of the channel and starts draining, it may be wasted. We can ask the irrigation staff at the front lines to take control to save water.
In order to retain every drop of water flowing into the farmland, a multi-pronged approach to irrigation is needed to face the challenges that extreme climate will bring to humanity.